Welcome back to the No Comfort Zone podcast. My name's Dan Brzezowski, and in today's podcast, we're going to be talking about the amount of time it takes. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
The last week of March, it's Monday morning. It's beautiful outside. It's not as warm as I'd like it to be, but I'll take it, man. It says that it's 35 degrees with a high probably of about in the mid 40s. Loving it, man. It's bright outside. That's what I'm all about. I love it when it's bright outside. So as I'm driving into work, I wanted to reach out and let you know a few things from last night's episode. I already got some feedback when I was up crazy early this morning. What do you think about this? What do you think? Do you think that it's good to get up really early in the morning and go after your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your visions, have a work plan together about exercise and about getting the things done that you need to get done, about getting on early? Or do you think it's better to, do those things later in the day or in the afternoon? I know from when I talk to people about the No Comfort Zone Blueprint, you're trying to change things. So what you're trying to do is get uncomfortable, and getting uncomfortable for some people is simply as this, is getting up early, taking a cold shower, getting up even earlier, doing something first thing in the morning rather than just kind of drinking the coffee or doing whatever it is you do. I know because I've done that. And the experience that people get by changing the routine up a little bit and applying a little bit more intention and getting things done seems to be beneficial, again, for a roughly 30, 60-day time period. And then after that, then you get into some sort of sustainability, or, you get into a routine of whatever it is that you enjoy doing. I enjoy getting up reading. I enjoy working out in the morning. I enjoy those things. So I normally didn't do them. I had to kind of break the habit of sleeping in, break the habit of just journaling in the morning. It was drinking coffee in the morning. I have to break that habit. The worst thing I did, I'll share this with you. The worst thing I would do is I would write out a to-do list, and that to-do list would be 4 pages long, and at the end of the day, I would be frustrated because I didn't get anything done. So I stopped it. I just broke it down to basically 6 things. 6 things I've got to get done no matter what. And if that's too much for you, just do 3. What are the 3 things that you absolutely must accomplish before you hit your head in the pillow? That's something that's going to be important for you to do. Whether it's, whatever area of your life. If it's finance related, what do you need to do towards your knowledge, your attitude, your skills, and your habits when it comes to finance? What about when it comes to relationships? What about when it comes to your work? All these different things are mentioned in the blueprint, and we cover those things because, like I said last night, when you have one of those pieces, those pillars in your life, relationships, health and fitness, spiritual, financial, occupation, and you hit one of those dominoes, well, they're going to affect each other one in a positive way. And that's what the hope is of the blueprint. And by doing it over a 30 or 60 day, even a 90-day time period. If you want more information, go to the No Comfort Zone. Go to launchwithdan.com, launchwithdan.com, and get on the calendar, and we'll have a conversation. I'll send you the blueprint, and we'll have a conversation about it. Better yet, if you tell me what's going on in your life in 3 or 4 sentences, let me know what's happening. I'm going to send you the blueprint and kind of give you a video that will explain to you how to apply the blueprint on what's going on and what you're going after. That's the key. What are the 3 things that are going on? What are the 3 things that you're after? And then I'll send you the blueprint. And I would love your feedback to let me know how it works. I'd love a rating and review on iTunes or wherever you consume your podcast. That would be fantastic. But the point of the podcast today, I'm already off the beaten path, but the point of this podcast today was, how long does it take? When you go through some adversity, when you got some problems that you're dealing with and you got to deal with them, how long will it take? I don't know. I don't know how long it will take. I remember my case and point. I remember we talked about the credit score the other day. My credit score was a 495, and in 27 days, it jumped up to a 700. And what was I doing? I don't know, I was just paying my bills on time. I learned something that I can do online that somebody helped me with, and I think it cost me a total of $15 to do. And I was able to fix the things that were there. And this is after a bankruptcy. This is after, the $166,000 medical bill that I had to figure out how I was going to pay. This is after the IRS. This is after a whole bunch of nonsense that I put myself in, and I was able to fix that. So that was 27 days. Other problems, I've just finished settling those problems. They've been going on for 15 years. But every day along the way, I learn a little bit more about myself, and I just keep moving forward. And I have to tell you, is when you solve the problem, then you got to put you have identified what the problem is. Now you have to work on the problem, and some of those problems are just going to take time. Listen, if it took you 10 years, you were living in this problem, and then you finally woke up and you realize, oh man, I've got a problem here, and your devastation's all around you. Well, just look at it this way. It might take 10 years to get back. But that's okay, because it's all about the journey. It's all about where you're going in your life. It's not about at this place and time, although it is, your place and time. Why am I here? What happened for me to get into this place and this time? Oh, I've done this and I've done this. Is it what I wanted to happen? You see, you can put it all. You can risk everything. You could jump in with both feet. You can do the head first thing and just let it all go and risk everything and see what happens and own it. Yeah, I risked everything. It didn't work out. I'm in a bad spot right now. I'm in a horrible spot. But, no risk, no reward. And the no comfort zone is all about, getting outside of your comfort zone, getting outside of the normal routine, breaking old behaviors that keep you average. See, this might be a little different for those of you that are listening all over the place. Some of you out there cannot see yourself as being ultra successful, because you have an image in your mind of what that success looks like. So you have a blueprint in your mind of what success should be, what it is, and how it should look. And you tried, I want that, I want to be that, and that was me for a long time. You want to be this person, this ideal, but quite frankly, you don't have the same characteristics, the same work ethic. You don't have the same ambitions. You want what that person has, and you're going about it your own way. You would have to do exactly what that, you'd have to do exactly what that person does. And in time, you're going to achieve some success. But if you're looking for the success that person has, like I did, you're not going to find it. You have to find your own version of success. You have to identify things on your own terms. And that's when it starts. And in time, things will work themselves out. There's this meme that I saw yesterday from somebody in my Facebook, and I absolutely loved it. It's about things will happen in their own time. And the meme is there's one cliff and a guy walking, and there's another cliff on the other side of it, and there's a gigantic clock with the arms spread in the middle, and they're not connected. And as he's walking, he's never going to make it from one side to the other. But in the next picture, what's really badass about this is, maybe you've seen it, the meme, it shows that the person is actually at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, both the hands are drawn across like a bridge, and in the right time, all things will happen. And the person ends up walking across to the other cliff. And that's how life works. But the funny part is I'm going to try to tie this together, is you got to get to the top of where that spot is, where the clock is at. You got to keep working at it every day. So when you come to that point where there's an obstacle or where there's something, you just have to make sure that you've been the best version of yourself along the way. And how do you do that? By changing some of the current behaviors that you have. And the best way that I say to do it is get a copy of the blueprint, the No Comfort Zone blueprint, and put yourself into a 30 or 60 or 90-day challenge. And then letting me know how it's going for you in the Facebook community, and also align with other people to let them know that, yeah, I am doing this because I'm changing my life. I know it's broad what I'm saying, but when you get down to those 3 things that you want more than anything, and the 3 things that are holding you back, and you apply the principles of the No Comfort Zone blueprint, it's just amazing what can happen in such a short period of time. Can you lose the 31 pounds in 6 weeks? Yeah, you sure can. I know, because I've done it. I've applied the blueprint to my fitness lifestyle. I've aligned myself with other people who have more knowledge and wisdom than I have, applied those principles within my blueprint, and it worked out really well for me. Now I'm continuing to go on that journey because I have some good behaviors in place. Think about what if you did it with finance. I'm taking a course right now, The Millionaire Mind, and it's doing wonderful for me about where my net worth is at and where it's going. It's working quite well. Now, this is part of my blueprint. It's one of those things that I need more knowledge on. I need to adjust my attitude on money. I need to work better on my skills of handling money. And I need to get into the habit and the routine of dealing with money so that I can create wealth or increase my net worth. And I've been doing it for a little while, and I'm starting to see some pretty good results from it. When I say the big picture, what I mean is this. At the end of this, when you're all done, and you look back and you go like, you know what? I started today. I started 60 days ago, and I remember where I was at. I took the picture. I acknowledged where I'm at in my life. I made affirmations on where I'm going. And now 60 days later, what version of that self is going to be there? I know it's going to be a fitter, financially healthier person. It'll be a person that's better in their relationships. The ideal version is going to be there. You're going to have the more caring. You're going to have confidence, conviction. You're going to have certainty in your life. And that's what I think everybody needs. So when you ask yourself the question, how much time is this going to take? How long will this problem last or this adversity? I think what's great is when you get to that point and you realize that it's not about how long it's going to take, it's what you're doing within that time. Things around you are going to be pretty magical. Opportunities are going to start showing up that weren't there before. And those opportunities that you maybe weren't there before, you're going to start to actually take advantage of because you're doing the right thing and you're developing some confidence along the way. And you're risking a little bit every single day. Then you get rewarded and you start to feel good. The next thing you know, people around you start treating you differently because you're living your life. And ladies and gentlemen, podcast listeners from around the world, the only way that I know how to truly live your life is to get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.